Hello everybody. Welcome. We've got another day of fun crafting today, and we are going to get going. Today we are having a Memorydex event, and we are going to make some little Memorydex cards. And this is a super fun event that we are having over in Junk Journal Jamboree over on Facebook. And excuse me, I am live streaming in both Facebook and my YouTube channel. So if you see me make any comments to somebody that you don't see, what's going on, then maybe they're over on the other platform. However, I will say that lately on Facebook, we don't always know that we're seeing everybody's comments there either, right? So, who knows? Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Cheryl. So, that's kind of the way that is. So we don't really have any control over that. So, I guess that is what it is. But hey, we're here. We're here anyway. Whoa. I gotta turn myself down there. And oh, I'm kind of croaky. Hi, Sue. Hey, Shauna, Deb. Welcome everybody. So this event is all you can see all the people over in Junk Journaling Jamboree on Facebook. And so it's a free group there. So if you're not in Junk Journaling Jamboree, there's a link in the description. And so, that's easy to find, right? And then besides that, in the description, I've also posted the links to the freebie that is for today. And also for, what else did I do? Oh, and the one that is, the alternative one to purchase. Okay, it's a bigger set, but you get enough to make something fun. So who wouldn't want that, right? So get on over there and join us in there. We do paper crafting things, and it's not all about Memorydex cards, and it's not always all about junk journaling, but that's a big part of paper crafting. But you'll find all kinds of fun paper crafting over there, you guys. So let's get down to it. And what am I doing? Oh, I gotta change my desk view. There we go. So now I have spent so much time. I got a bunch of stuff cut out, and then while I was doing that, some ideas kind of came along as I was doing it, and I thought, well, I should probably just go ahead and pull those things out so I can remember where they are. So I've got all these other things in case we want to, play with them. I did cut this out. This is not just the free set. This is, our other, the bigger collection. But this is not the one that was meant for junk journaling because there's no pages in here. So I saw before me was Bev. And so, I'll have to go back. Sometimes I miss those things. Hey, Lindy, Cheryl, Bev's here, Anne Marie, Molly, Lynn, Sue. Hey, Kristi. Kristi is going to be up after me. Our other Kristi, she's with Funky Junk Inspiration, and she is following me today. Now, Eileen is here. Oh, my goodness. Cheryl, I don't think I said you. Deborah, Jimmy Lou's in here. Oh, my goodness. And I'm going to try to be very good about looking up to check comments. I tell you, sometimes I get so busy with all the stuff, and often I'm measuring and cutting, and so it's hard to do all of that and keep up with comments. But I'm going to try and do better today, you guys. So first of all, I have a fun little, let me pull this out. And I'm going to start with this one. I'm just going to leave, maybe I can get these kind of out of the picture. Not all the way, but I'll try to get some of it out of the way. But look at this. Okay, so this is one of the backgrounds, or just this, like one of the cards like this, just one of the squares. And once you print something out, you can cut it up. You can do whatever you want to. Hey, Darla, Susan, two Susans in a row. Tammy, Katie, Stephanie, you guys, thanks for joining me. So what we're gonna do is, and if I say your names twice, oh my goodness, I get flustered in here, you guys. I mean, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of moving parts, right? But here's one of our little ladies. I heard Bev call her a, what'd she call her? A sea fairy, beach fairy? Not sure. But that she is adorable. And I think I'm going to put her there. And you guys, what I did was I took one of these and I cut out another one just out. These are, most of my things are printed on a lightweight cardstock. And so after doing that, I printed out the same page that this was on a second time, just on a more regular paper. And then I glued this down. There's Cynthia. Hello. Cynthia is our designer. She comes up with these beautiful designs for us, and she's the one who gives you the free set. And I just think that is so sweet that she makes a special set that everybody can have to play along. What a sweet thing. So everybody be sure and tell Cynthia thanks for that, you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide her. We're going to hide her back behind here, just like this. But before we do that, I want to show you an easy way. Not everybody has access to those memory card, the punches, right? Hey, Dina. And yes, it is a beautiful kit, right? So not everybody has those. And so I've taken one of these. This was one of our first sets that Cynthia did, and it had kind of the templates for the for a set of cards. It had different shapes, so those were fun. And so, you know, you could use one of those as kind of your guide for whatever you wanted to use it for, making Memorydex cards. But here's the deal. Not everybody has those punches, and I'm going to show you how to take care of that and be able to punch yourself, okay? Just take a regular hole punch, just like this, and I got to be able to see it. Got to turn the right way. And then just punch your little hole. Oh, man. That's basically punching through 2 layers of a cardstock, and it didn't like that. We'll do another one. So this is your guide. We're using this basically for our guide for our holes, right? And now all we're going to do is we're going to take and we're just going to snip a tiny little straight snip out of the bottom, just like this. So kind of get that to where it's centered. This one doesn't look too centered, but I'm sure it would work anyway. And there you've got your own, you know, the punch. How's that? You like that idea? Yeah, probably a lot of you already knew that. Hey there, Chris Hunter. How are you? So, yep, there's our Chris Hunter. Okay, you guys. So, I just love that idea. So I wanted to take one of the larger shells, and I'm just going to put this girl flat down here. But we're going to have some dimension to it. But let's just get her on here first. And I probably need to make sure. And you know what? It doesn't really matter. If you've got some things coming up, if they're extending this way or that way a little bit, it's okay. It's really not going to matter. And I'm going to put her little, I'm just going to let her skirt kind of show down there. So I want to, let me make a little mark where I want to put her. I'm just going to kind of do that. And then we'll just glue her down. Now, you might, oh my goodness. Now you might think this is going to be super flat, but oh my goodness. Oh, this is not good. Oh, and why would I not have done this beforehand? Oh, and I don't see my pins. Oh, you guys. I'm looking for another straight pin. Well, maybe this one. Okay, I got it off without the head. That, I tell you what, you don't know how much you depend on that tiny little head on that straight pin, you guys. I'm just going to lay it off to the side. Okay. Now we should be good to go. You know, I was going to say, I can't believe I didn't check that out, but I'd already used that this morning because I put that other piece. Okay, so I didn't feel, you know, I blab all the time, and then I think sometimes I get done and I think, did I tell these people anything beneficial, or did I stop halfway through what I was saying and then just move on to something else? So I apologize for that. I think my brain runs on overdrive. It's faster than my mouth. So I printed this again. This was printed on cardstock. This I printed on just regular paper so that it wasn't so thick. And so in doing that, then I just glued this on, and then I just trimmed around the shell again so that I had that right where I wanted it. And it wasn't too thick, okay? So now we're going to take that, and we are going to, oh my goodness, I got my scoreboard here, but I've got other things arranged. Oh shoot, I wish I would have inked around her. Let me see if it's too late. Whew, okay, crisis averted. Now I got out a little bit of, this color is called Stormy Sky, and I thought that would be fun to use. I hope it's kind of a grade blue, and I thought it looked like it might, you know, work well. It's just going to give a little hint of color around our edges. It's not too bright. I did think about using something else too. What was it? Something like faded blue jeans, but I thought, you know, that might be a little bit more blue than what I wanted. So by putting that on there, it just is a little bit, it just brings that to life a little bit more, don't you think? Yes, Nicole. Hey there. How are you doing, sister? So, yeah, it is a great thing to be able to not have to have another tool. And you know what? Not only that, not only the cost of it, but, oh my goodness, I think if some of you are like me, where in the world are we going to keep these things? It's just more and more all the time, right? Just so many things. Okay, and let's just go ahead and ink on here. You guys, when I got to cutting out some of these, and then I started, you know, deciding what I was going to use, and then I looked over and I'm like, oh my goodness, I cut out a lot of stuff. I'll still have goodies to use in some kind of a journal, or if I want to make more of these cards. You guys, I always think when I'm doing this, I swear I just show everybody the same thing over and over and over. I kind of have my thing I do. And you know, then we could put some of these around if we wanted to. Although I don't know that those are necessary. I think I'm going to leave those off. Let me see. Yeah, okay. So now what we're going to do, and I got to be careful over here because I've got some of my other things in little piles that I wanted to put together. Okay, so we are just going to take this shell, and I want to score it so that we can bend it. And I think I'll just do it right here. Okay. So she's going to be behind this seashell. Oops. You guys, I moved some stuff. We've had crazy stuff going on, and I moved some things in my craft room. And then I needed to bring something in here that I have had in another room. It's not convenient. It's just junky in the other room. And so when we had to start making access for workers to get into all the spaces under the house and up through the attic space, I just decided I need to make space to bring that over. And it's like a rolling table, and it's got my scrap rack on it. How many of you know what a scrap rack is? And so, I mean, it does me no good having to go clear to another room to find things. You know, it's not handy. And so I decided, you know what? I'm going to pull this desk back over here, and that's what I'm going to do. And so I did it, and now I feel like squeezed in. Something happened to my stand that my overhead camera is on. It fell over. It keeps falling over. I don't know what I did in moving stuff around. But then I think I have it too far forward to me on my desk, and I can't tell you how many times I have been leaning over, and then I get up and I whack my head on my, it's an old phone that I use for the camera. And I knock that over, knock the whole thing over, and then it's like, well, okay, well, what happened there? Now, I'm just going to go ahead and put some of this, this Wink Estella on here. And it's going to give it kind of that little shimmery look. I love this stuff. This is what I was saying. I always feel like I'm doing the same thing with you guys, but I love these. So we're going to put a little bit of that on here. And then we can open it, and there she is. And it will, as we stick it in our little holder, you'll still be able to see that it's got some dimension. And you know what? I'm just going to round these corners off a little. Our seashell has, you know, has rounded, oops, man, I got clear down there. My scissors hooked on and I couldn't get them off. So I'm just going to round all of those. I like that so much better. I think it just goes together so much better. You know, we could maybe put some of these down here. That might be kind of sweet. Just kind of layer them up. Let's do that. Let me grab my dimensionals. And we'll just put them in. What was that? Oh my goodness. That was a great big punch. It's got hearts on it. That thing should be put away, right? Goodness gracious. That should be put away. And I think I'm just going to put that there. And that little one. Now the starfish, I'm not going to use the starfish because then, or you know what? Let's see. Let's try and find a different. Oh, this would be fun. Oh, let's do this. Let's put this on here. And maybe we can, let's see, if we put this here, and then maybe we can just put the little shell up against it, maybe. Let's see. I'm only going to attach it up here because as this moves, then we want this to be able to move down in here. So we're only going to attach it at the top. And I think I'll just use a little glue. Whoops. Okay, so that kind of clears those holes down there. So let's let that dry a second. And then, yeah, let's just put this here. Cover my glue. Oh my gosh, that glue thing. I can't tell. Sometimes I go through those little nozzle things, so many at a time. Oh, thanks, Jimmy Lou. Jimmy Lou put the link right here in the chat so you can have an easy time finding it. I'm trying to pull sticky stuff off my tool here. Well, let me see if I got one that's not sticky. Oh, here we go. There we go. All right. So let's pop this onto here. Let's put it a little different direction. There we go. Okay, and then I want to also, we want something still kind of interesting in here with her. So let's put some little goodies, like they're little bubbles floating up. Oh, here's some little clear doodads. Okay. Who is having a beach bash? Yes, Lindy, isn't that a pretty color? Okay, Dawn. Dawn was asking about the beach bash. Where is the beach bash? I don't know anything about that. Sometimes I feel like I live in my own little world, you guys. And it's a busy one, I have to say. It's a busy world. Today, my grandson's dad and his stepmom are coming down here. They're going to be down in Waco, and we're going to go meet them and have dinner. I think it's about an hour and a half. So I think when the girls get home from school, which I think is hilarious because as some of you know, our middle daughter who lives here, her and her daughter, our granddaughter, my daughter got a job at the school. And so they go off to school together. They're so cute. So I laugh, and my husband told somebody, that she was at school. And I go, you should say she's at work. I just laughed. Whoops! What happened to that? I didn't capture it. Okay. And let's just put it like it's little bubbles going up. And one more. I wish I had some small ones. I've got small ones that are more like rhinestones, but it would be fun if they were kind of graduated. And these are not. But that's okay. I'll still make a cute little card. How about that? Okay. And then maybe on the outside, we could add a little bit more on the outside too. And on the outside, we could put some little, like little pearly things. Let's do that. Oh, let's put some of these. I need something better to grab with, don't I? And just put some of them, I'm just going to put them on randomly. It's just, whoa, it's just going to add a little bit of dimension. Man, that thing went over, it just went flying. And then maybe a tiny one. I've got tiny ones. I love these. I don't even know if they still make these. I tell you what, I just think I have used these so often. This was from Stampin' Up, and they had little rhinestone things, and they had these. Now I feel like they had rhinestones and they had the pearls. Look at me finishing a sentence. Woohoo! Woohoo, I finished a sentence. Okay, let me get back to the comments. It's in Conroe in 2 weeks. Oh. I didn't know that. I didn't know about that. Texas is a big place. We got lots of stuff going on, people. Okay, and lots of people are coming in. They are horrified for the number of people that are coming into the small places to see the eclipse. So, that remains to be seen how that's going to work out. Let's see, you guys. I just feel like I love adding stuff that adds dimension and interest on here. Let's try using some of this. I've got great colors that go with Cynthia's set. Look at these colors. I mean, they're perfect. All of these. And I don't know, I kind of think they were a whole set that I got once upon a time. I don't know. Let's see. I was thinking about using this on some of these lighter places, but let's try some of this one. I don't think I can go wrong with any of them. What do you think? Well, yeah. I don't know, Jimmy Lou, I haven't gotten that far to check that out, but that is where they came from. They were from Stampin' Up. I don't know if they still have them. I hope so. You guys, like I always say, grab something and do a little test before you just blop it out. Okay. Now I will say this stuff comes out way faster than the Nuvo drop. Actually, what do we have in the Nuvo? My colors in my Nuvo stuff are a little bit different. I've got this one that is clear, so that would be kind of pretty on any of the stuff to add some dimension and clear, and especially since it's watery. You know, this one is a pretty color. This one is called Indigo Eclipse, and it's kind of iridescent. I don't know, maybe I'll just go ahead and put this on. And the reason I'm going to use this one, it has a lot more control on the tips, you guys. Now, if I was going to make just little dots, these others would be perfect. They seem to make great dots. But let's go ahead and let's use this one. And I'm just going to go ahead and kind of, I'm going to follow along this line and like this. Just kind of wiggle it along. If you kind of do things that are wiggly to start with, they look like they're intentional. They make it look like, you know, so it doesn't look like you made a mistake. That's my story, and I'm sticking to that. Hey, Carol, how are you doing? Okay, I think I'm just going to be done with this one. So there we go. We can open her up. There she is in there. We made her some kind of faux bubbles there. And then our little things we've got attached here so they can kind of move. What do you think of that? I love the colors. And you know what? Oh my goodness. When I saw these, you guys, these are my happy colors. Blues and purples and green colors together. That's my happy place. And look at these. Just perfect. I love them. Okay, let's get going. Let's move on. And here's another fun thing. Look at this. Look at these treasure chests. And there's several. I've got several of them there. And I thought these are so pretty. Love, love, love them. Oh, I forgot to ink some of the other shells, you guys. Well, I think that most important one to put the ink on the girl against the background. I think that really helped her stand out a little bit more. So we'll just try and do better. Try and do better, right? Hey, Rhonda. Thank you. Oh, you guys, these are such fun events. Okay, so a little bit of ink in there, and I am going to use some dimensionals on here, and I'm just going to stick these on so it will hold it up. So usually if I'm doing that, I'll put like some in the corners. Sometimes if it's small things and I just need a little bump up, I will go ahead and I'll sometimes cut these things in half a lot. Well, you saw me do that a minute ago. But I like to be able to, you know, we like to stretch our craft supplies, right? Who else is a supply stretcher? Thank you, Sandra. This little tool, I think I've told you guys before, I got this whole package of these sharp pointy things from Harbor Freight. I was there with my husband one time. But I tell you what, these are not, some of them are not the best. Like this one has this little burr on the end of it. And so it kind of will grab my things and like just, well, I guess it's probably kind of helpful to pull these off now that I think about it. And then I'm just going to put this here. Oh, we didn't do our little holes. Where's our little template? Let's make our little holes down here. So we're just going to line this up and use our paper punch. You don't have to have a lot of, you can just do this. Okay, so we've got that there. And then we just take our little snips and snip up the center. Or, you know, kind of just you want the hole to try and be in the center. Okay, so we're going to put that there. And then I thought this would be fun to just put on here as well. And I can bump that up. I don't know. I kind of like it lower, but then I'll have to put another hole in it. I don't know about that. I don't know if I want a hole in it. You have dental tools that you use for crafting, yeah. Oh, and Kay got hers from, she really got them from a dental supply. Now, why they would be having those things at Harbor Freight cracks me up. But, you know, well, hey, I find a use for them, and I'm not doing dental work, right? Hi, Ricky. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome, welcome. From Tennessee. How's your weather in Tennessee doing? I haven't heard about any weather there lately. I tell you, we've just got such strange weather patterns, right? But I mean, really, in the scheme of things, they're not. I mean, it's still the time of year that you can get snow in many of the places. Okay, I'm going to, I think I will just bump it up a little bit. And let's put some dimensionals on it as well. Then we can, this is going to be a super simple one. And I don't know, maybe I'll just put it going straight up. It's not like it's going to take a lot of abuse anywhere. And you guys, I took my little tassel thing, and look, I even like snipped into it to make it more tassel-like. I mean, hey, why not? Sometimes you just get carried away with those scissors, right? Oh, Sherry says she's from Tennessee. In between Memphis and Nashville, sunny and chilly. I don't even know what it is here today. We've had some days that were a little more chilly, though. Okay. I think I'll just move this right here. I think I'll move it to the edge. That way we can kind of see a little bit of the lock on the, whatchamacallit, treasure chest. So we've got that there. Let's put a little bit of our clear on, let's see, where shall we put it? I'm going to put it a little bit, looks like these are like little water bubbles in here. And I'm just going to put some of them in there. I'll just add those. I think I'll even add a little bit to the shells. And you know what that I really like about this? So this is it's Crystal Drops, and it's called Morning Dew. And it says right on it that it dries clear. And you know what? The thing about this, you guys, I think this dries way faster than the original stuff that we used to put things on. Glossy accents, and I don't even, close to my heart, used to have one, and I don't even think they have it anymore. And so these, I really think that it dries faster, which is super great. I'll just put some more on it over here since it's kind of watery in there. But how fun. So it'll have a little bit of dimension. And it's kind of hard to see, but whoops. Let me see if it'll kind of catch up there. So that's kind of fun. Okay, let's get to another one. Look, I'm doing good. Sometimes I get 2 of them done, and then like on the in the last moment, I'm like doing number 3. I think a couple times I've had like 3 minutes left, and I quickly got number 3 done. It's like, oh my goodness. And that's kind of my own doing. It's like, for spending 45 minutes, I feel like I need to at least be able to make 3 cards, right? Especially if you've got stuff already cut out. If you've already got them cut out. So again, this is called Stormy Sky. I love it. And you can use the dye inks too. I just really like the Distressed Oxide because it's part pigment ink. And the reason I like that is it's a little bit juicier. But the thing about it is it takes a little bit longer to dry. So you gotta be careful that you're not smearing it all over yourself or your project. Whoops. Oh, I forgot. I was gonna trim her little feet out. Sometimes I'll cut things out kind of in, just kind of loosely cut them out and then go back and do any trimming that I need to. And that was what happened with her foot. Okay, there we go. So she's gonna be all ready. I love our little ladies in their flowing outfits. And then I cut this off. This was actually a part that was on one of the bottles. And so, like the bottle that we just used, it was a bigger bottle. Actually, it looks like it probably was this same bottle, just in a larger size. And so I just trimmed this part off of the bottle so that I could use it. So let me add a little bit of ink to this one. Oh, Ricky says they have bipolar weather. Yeah. At this time of year, that can be so true. Right, Chris? Oh my goodness. We love our Nouveau drops. Nouveau anything, I think, actually. They're just fun products. But the Dream Drops, and if you guys want to, if you want to have something that you can make the little things that are kind of faux enamel dots, if you want to just dot them. Somebody from Nouveau, I watched something with them one time, and they said that the Dream Drops are the easiest to use. Now, they make other ones, but they said that those are the easiest to use. You know, you would think somebody's paying me to use dimensionals today, right? But I want it to have some dimension. I don't want everything to be all flat. Because the cards are pretty simple. And I don't mind simple. Because, oh my gosh, you guys, I just have so much fun on adding all of the goodies. Like the shimmer pins, or, you know, the Nouveau things, or little crystal things. And to me, that's what really makes it interesting and fun. Or, you know, and inking the edges. All the simple things. You don't have to have a lot of stuff to, you know, enjoy your paper crafting, in my opinion, anyway. I mean, a few things, you just don't, you know, you can just do it with a few things. Find things that you like, though. You know, I do things that I go to all the time would be the little things like the rhinestones, and tiny rhinestones and the tiny pearls. I use those kinds of things a lot. I like to use, you know, some of the Nouveau things, especially the clear, and then some of my other colors I use a lot, and the shimmer pins. And my goodness, between those things, you know, that's quite a bit. Now, I did not do holes in this one, but I'm going to put her right here. And then we'll just kind of layer this down here. Or maybe we'll put this off to the side this direction. Let's do that. And then we can still see her all flowy. Isn't she pretty all flowy? They didn't have oxide. Right. Hi, Carol. Have you tried Nouveau glitter? You know, no, Kay, I haven't. Have you? Have you tried that? Let's see. I got to be careful here. Actually, let's just put it down here. And the reason I said I have to be careful is because once it gets across her dress, you don't want it to be, I'll probably put a little glue on this side, because this will be raised up and then it'll be flat against, you know, the bottom of her dress where it hits. And so we'll want to make sure that it looks even. I'm trying to think of what I'm looking for. Okay. Okay, so Shauna from Fraps and Scraps, she says she loves the crystal drops and the glitter. Well, yeah, I'm going to have to get some of the glitter then, you guys. I maybe didn't even know there was glitter. Did I know there was glitter? Who knows? Some days I don't know what I know. But don't think badly of it because, you know, that's life, right? You know, and I tell you what, I think sometimes the more stuff you've got going on, you know, I used to be kind of concerned about myself. And then I thought, you know what? When I don't have a lot going on, I'm not so bad. So I think a lot of it is just that. Well, I don't know. I almost wish I would have. You know what? No, I don't like this. Abort. Okay. I want 2. We're going to layer these. We're going to layer these up. So this is kind of what I was saying. If you're going to have different layers of dimension, you have to have, some of them will have to have 2 layers. And then over here on the side where it's the girl just on her dress, we only need 1. So now we need 1 on this side, okay? That ink is really subtle. It's not, you know, it's not too showy, that's for sure. Okay, so now put this along here. Okay. Oh, I like that much better. You guys, now it has, you know, some dimension across her skirt too. I like that way, way better. And so then, you know, you can put some other little, oh, and okay, the glitter I have, where's my glitter? I've got some of the, well, shoot. I can see the gold. Oh, there it is. The glitter I have is Stickles. And we could put a little bit of gold glitter in the sand. I don't like that. That does nothing for me today. Nothing for me. I like them. You did a little comparison video on your latest YouTube thing. I'll have to go check that out, Shauna. Thanks. Thanks for letting us know. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do on her dress. Let's add a little bit of the, oh, that got globby. But you can kind of pull it out. It's almost like you're kind of drawing with it almost. But we'll do that and give it a little bit more dimension. And I guess I should give her a little bit across the top. Okay, that might have made a royal mess. I'm not sure about that. Well, let's just go ahead and add some of this same color down in here. So we'll just do the same thing and just kind of pull it along. I don't think I'm squeezing enough. There we go. And you can just, you know, it's got such varied colors on the rest of it. You can use kind of the same color, and it kind of looks different because of what is sitting next to it, right? I don't think I want to add, well, maybe I'll put a little bit of glitter up here in these tiny flowers in her hair. I'll give it a little bit. And then since it's clear glitter, I'm going to put this down here in the sand. So we'll kind of have our sand kind of sparkle. Well, you guys only have one more minute. I didn't do any ribbons or anything. I got out some pretty ribbon. I thought we might use it, but I didn't have a chance. Well, it's going to be time to go. And this was going to be another simple one. I was just going to put this bottle right here. Isn't that pretty? I love those bottles. So here, I'll just pull these out again. So Kristi with Funky Junk Inspiration is following me. And the links to the printables are there in the description. So don't forget about those. There's a free set for you. You can go make your own and go play too. Come play with us. Okay, you guys, I'll be on again myself. I will be on my page tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. So you guys, thanks so much. Thanks for joining us all. And be sure and join over in Junk Journaling Jamboree. That's a lot of words. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye. See you later.